What's good, everybody? Timeless Traveler here, and welcome back to another episode of TimeCraft. Yes, there's a bit of a jump in the progress since last episode. We worked on the Iron Village, and during that time, I spent pretty much an entire day programming all of the librarians, making sure I was at the Emerald Farm for a few hours as well to grind out some more emeralds, trade with all of the librarians, lock in their enchantments. We now have max enchanted gear, as we can see. We got everything that we need. I know it's hard to see the text, but this is max level enchantment. And I've been doing a little bit of end busting reluctantly. I say reluctantly because anyone that knows me and knows my playstyle knows that I'm a hoarder. You know, we have your builders, you have your redstoners, your technicians, your nomads, all that stuff, and hoarders. I am a massive hoarder in this game. I can't explain it. I just have to make sure that I have a lot of whatever resource I tend to be picking up. And one thing that helps with that hoarding addiction of mine is shulker boxes. So I love shulkers, shulker shells, shulker boxes. I love having lots and lots of shulker shells ready for big projects or just stocking up resources. And not even that, every farm I build, I will always want to make sure I have enough. And by enough, I mean like at least 20 shulker boxes of every single resource. I know, I have a serious shulker problem. But to my luck, I was really starting to accept the fact that I'm going to be spending all my weekends over here in the end, just doing this for hours and hours on end. And wouldn't you know it, I finally found a video where this person, this content creator, not only have they created an add-on that gives us shulker parity, but he was also kind enough to develop a farm that works on the Bedrock Edition. You know what this means, everybody? This means I'm going to be farming shulkers on Bedrock on 1.18, and it's going to be amazing. Now, I've been doing some testing, and the farm works perfectly. We can actually produce more shulker shells than the standard Java farms. Not only that, but let me tell you something. Once I get back on my feet, let me tell you something about these Bedrock version of the farm. Not only does it produce more rates, but it's also cheaper and easier to build. So with permission, I may be putting together a tutorial for this farm because I know I'm not the only one that was desperately searching for a Bedrock shulker shell farm. I have been searching forever to find one. We finally have one, so we must get the word out. So be on the lookout for that. If I get permission from the mod author, you will see that. You will also see a link to their stuff down below in the description of this video. So even if I'm not able to provide you all with a tutorial video, you can follow this person and figure out how to get the add-on for yourself, and then from there create your own shulker farm. So why are we here then? Why am I over here in the end busting like a noob, getting shulker shells much like a noob as well, after telling you all of that? Well, I'm here. Part of it is nostalgia. Part of it was, you know, this makes a great intro. Also, this is a celebration because this is literally the last time you will ever see me farming or harvesting shulker shells this way. I'm done. I can't stand this anymore. I mean, an hour, that's fine. But at the rates that it takes to get shulker shells in an hour's time, it's honestly not enough. It's not enough for me. You know how much I love shulker shells. I just spent the whole intro talking about how much I love shulker shells and shulker boxes. So this is the last time you'll see me harvesting shulker boxes this way, unless it's for a challenge, which why would I do? So yeah. So I think we could actually say goodbye here. We are gonna go yeet this way. We're gonna go off this way, and we're gonna get started. We're gonna gather some resources for our shulker shell farm. Now, having this shulker farm will give us supreme power over the server. Even though we only have like 3 people, um on the server right now. We're pretty much just sharing resources with everybody, but it's still going to be quite the power move, I think, to have that much access to shulker shells. Did anyone know this? Okay, so with 1.18, did you notice what just happened earlier? I crashed and it didn't disable flying. I'm still flying, everybody. Do you realize how much easier it is to fly and go around the world and go through this tiny little thing without having to fall and refly yourself every time you crash? It's so much easier. This happens every time I leave my base. I got to find some other way to I don't know. I need to cover my entire exterior with cats, cuz creepers just always show up one way or another. I have to go get some emeralds. I gotta trade with my iron village to get some glass, but he's not on. But let me introduce you to my neighbor. So Blaster Plays traveled all the way over here. He said he died like 5 times just to get to my base. The poor soul. But he's a trooper though. He braved through and he managed to go from spawn all the way to here. I've been helping him out, get him some goodies every now and then, because the poor guy was using stone tools. But it looks like he's got some sort of development going on right here. What is this? I think he's putting together some sort of farm. This looks. Where did he get all this netherrack from? Anyway, probably putting together a farm. But yeah, just say hi to the neighbors. We have some neighbors on my mountain. All right, well, we're here in the end with all of my lovely friends. And we actually are about to head out. I got a bunch of dirt because we are going to just go out this way a few hundred blocks. I just realized this would be actually a lot easier if I did this near an end city. So, well, luckily there's not that many. I didn't place down that much dirt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find an end city and then stack all of this towards the center. And I found just the city. So we're gonna go all the way to the far west. So we just have to travel about 1,000 blocks this way, and we will come across an end city, and this is where we're going to be getting our shulkers. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Luckily I didn't use up too much dirt, so we shouldn't. It's not too bad. I can't see anything. I'm literally using my coordinates to make sure that I'm not gonna plummet to my death, but we are almost there. Can't see anything below me, but I know we're right there. If I just drop down, there we go. Okay, where is up? There we go. Now we need about 8 shulkers. This farm is modular, so we could technically start with 2. But I'm just gonna load up 8 of them. It's gonna be a little bit easier. I actually tried testing to see if I could start the farm with 2 and then use the shulker reproduction mechanics to fill in the other modules, but it didn't really work. So we're just gonna get 8 of them. It's okay. There's 3 in there, and then we just saw there's 1 in here. There's probably gonna be 1 right there, and then we have 1 up there. We have 2 down at the bottom. We most definitely have 1 right there, probably another 2 more in there, and then like I said, 2 at the entrance somewhere around here. Yes, where are you? There we go. We got 2 right there. So we definitely have our 8. It's just a matter of getting the farm put together and loading these suckers up. So to do this, we actually have to build towards the center of the mainland. So we actually have to go, let's see here. These are the outskirts of the farm. Yes. So from here, we'll have to build out. Either that, we should be fine right here. We should probably get rid of all of these islands real quick first. You know what? I'm not even going to risk it. Literally just going to go out by another 200 blocks. We're probably going to go to X is negative 800. Ideally, don't want to see any of this here. Don't want to see any of it. Well, we went a little past 800. That's okay. We are nowhere near any sort of life forms, no enderman activity, nothing. We are just here roughing it out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. But now that we have our platform, we got ourselves a little bit of a place to kind of build and get ourselves situated. The next step in the process is going to be a beautiful one, everybody. This is a shulker farm on Bedrock. I'm so excited that we can finally have something like this, and finally have a little bit of parity, because some of these major features that Java has, we all on Bedrock have been dying to have them. And thanks to these content creators and the modding community, they are able to help us along the way while Mojang works on bringing those parity changes to fruition. So, enough talk. Go ahead. It's been a while since we've had a time lapse, so let's just go ahead and get things started. All right, just doing a little final inspection before we bring in the 8 shulkers. Now, for anyone that's been watching shulker farming on Java, it's got these big complicated mechanisms and stuff, portals all over the place. This leaves a much smaller footprint, so I like it. It's also a lot easier to build. I actually don't even have to look at tutorial videos anymore on how to put this together. I just know how. Oh, we missed a spot here. I just know how to put this together now. All right, we got the rail system in place, and now we just have to try to get a shulker into the mine carts, and it's only a couple hundred blocks, so I'm not going to really use powered rails. I don't want to waste gold or anything like that. Let's see here. So if we just bring this all the way over here. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, so change of plans. We're just gonna come around and yep, got him. That was actually a lot easier than I expected. Okay, let's push him. Yeah, this is the problem. The shulker bullets. Yep, it's okay. It's okay. Now the trick is I can't kill any of them. That's the hardest part about all of this. We're gonna have to give him a little nudge again. No. Oh, he's moving. You know what? Maybe I should use powered rails. Okay, so I got the second half of the railway done with powered rails. So all I have to do, I figured out how I can actually approach him. So check this out. When he hits me, I forgot, because of the new elytra mechanics, I can actually glide while levitating, and I can move forward as well as coming down. So it's perfect. I can push him right into the power rail. Hopefully he doesn't die from my thorns. And he's off. That should be just the right distance. Good. Okay, I think we got it. Keeping our distance, he should fall right into the little chamber. Got him. Okay, let's go and seal him up. Okay, he's right there. He's a wily one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. Okay. Now he needs that space right above it. So we're gonna put that right there. So he's locked in. So now we need to put his friend right here, and we can literally start the farm right when the moment we have a second one in. So what we want to do now is I'm not exactly sure what this next step is going to entail. All I know is I need that minecart. We should be able to do a breaky right here. So far, so good. Now, how do I get the... I think it fell. I think it fell. Either way, he's in. The shulker is in. So now we just have to make... How do we get him up here? Should we just drop him from above? I'm making this a lot harder than it should be, aren't I? That should be perfect. Okay. Let's do that. And let's just make sure the other minecart is in fact in here. Otherwise I'm going to be out of minecarts. Where's my minecart? There's one right here, but I know I had two. Let's just drop down and grab it. No? That's weird. Well, either way, let's just forget about it. And we're going to go this way. Just have to finish the rest of the railway, and we're going to get the rest of the shulkers in. Now that we kind of have an idea about a more smoother way of getting them in, we're just going to go ahead and use these powered rails. Getting them there is not going to be hard. The time-consuming part is going to be building these up and just, yeah, just one by one, getting them all into the modules. So I will see you all when that is done. I'm going to finish up this and get them all started, and we will watch the farm turn on together when that is finished. All right, well, that was frustrating to say the least. These shulkers are quite the challenge to handle, but now we just have to make sure that they cannot teleport anywhere else except for the killing chamber. So now we have to pretty much get rid of all of this. I already got rid of the rails, did some rail recovery, and now it is literally all about getting rid of this long dirt trail. Not gonna lie though, I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna find this farm without this long trail, but I'll figure it out. And here it is. Finally, we got rid of the dirt trail. We got rid of all the rails. There is absolutely no way that these shulkers can teleport anywhere else except for the kill chamber. Let's make sure this is all empty before we turn this on. Let's ready for the grand finale, everyone. Okay, just making sure everything is, all the solid blocks have non-spawnable blocks on them. All the glass is covered. Shulkers can't get anywhere. I think we're ready, everyone. Let's go ahead and turn this on. One here, one here, one here, and one here. Look at this. Oh, look at the genius of this farm. It's so much simpler than the Java farm. Finally, we have a farm that not only is easier and simpler than, well, maybe not easier because you have to get 8 shulkers instead of like what, 2, but the rates are much higher. We're looking at about, look at this. Look at this, everybody. We're looking at about, I think, 700 shells per hour. I don't know the exact rates. When I put the tutorial together for this, I got permission from Lights Lab to show this tutorial. So you'll see the rates for that one there, but I think it was somewhere around 700 shells per hour. So we already got ourselves, just in that time that we've been talking, that's 8 shells. Oh, 10 shells, everybody. That's 10 shells. That's 5 shulker boxes I didn't have to go and bust for. I'd say that's a win. Just looking at it one more time, I love shulker boxes. I love having lots of shulker shells, and just look at that. Just look at that. I'd get a little bit lower, but they would start targeting me. Now what we could do, actually, if we want to increase the rates just for fun, we could just come down here and speed up the process just a little bit and use a looting 3 sword, but I mean, as you can see, it's a little bit wild doing so. So yeah, I think we'll just stick to AFKing and just let the magma blocks do their job. Isn't this just a lovely sight to see? This works perfectly. The Java farms can't work on Bedrock because of certain mechanics with like fence gates and mine carts and all that stuff. It's just or walls, not fence gates, but walls. It's just, I've tried it. I've tried both farms that are out right now, the 2 most common ones for Java. They just don't work. It doesn't happen. So I'm really glad that we have this put together. Really appreciative of the work and dedication of Lights Lab. He's the one that's developed the add-on, as well as developed the farm for this. So big shout out to him. Thank you for putting this together. I know I speak for everybody on Bedrock when I say we are very, very overjoyed that we finally have a Shulker farm on the Bedrock Edition. And on that note, we're gonna wrap things up today, everybody. Thank you all again so much for watching. I am Timeless Traveler, and this was another episode of TimeCraft. Don't forget to stay tuned. There will be a tutorial for this farm down below, as well as full credits to Lights Lab. Make sure you give him some love, show him some support, like his videos, subscribe if you want. Let him know that you appreciate the efforts that he put in to make a farm like this possible on the Bedrock Edition. And I'm going to be staying here AFKing for I mean, my goal is honestly, I want to fill these up completely. Look at this. We already have almost a stack of shulker boxes. It's only been about a minute or so, or 5 minutes. I'd say this is pretty good progress. But yeah, let me know what you think of everything so far. And we're going to keep farming and just fill these chests up with shulker shells so I can feed the server and supply them all with their shulker box needs. But like I said, that's it for now. Thank you all again so much for watching. You all take care, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next episode.